Hello, hello. Volume test. Volume test. Yeah, audio test. I always I always seem to say that wrong. Not that it really matters. um it's been a little bit. Just a week. Not that long. Yeah, it can can be strangely difficult to hit that go live button. But also, this past week, I've been trying to finally get my internet figured out. My Ethernet, specifically. And I think I finally fixed it. Yeah, it seems I'm still like worried it's gonna stop working again. But I'm pretty sure the issue was the main Ethernet cable that I was using. That was a Cat7 cable, and it turns out those aren't very good. As I understand it, Cat7 itself isn't necessarily bad, but it's not like a fully standardized model. So the quality of them is unreliable. But yeah, so I got a Cat6 cable. Other options are 5E and 6A. There's also Cat 8, but it sounds like that's like way overkill. Yeah, I got Cat 6, which is apparently, plenty for general use. And yeah, it's been working without issue so far. So that is lovely. But yeah, I'm going to play a little bit of Hollow Knight. It's been longer than I intended since the last I played. Let's see, how long has it been? About 2 weeks ago. And yeah, in that amount of time, I start to get a little lost on what I was doing last. I did remember though, hence the stream title. Big door. There's a big door for me to go check out. I assume I'm going to be able to go look at that. There we go. Still rather curious about these expansions. Yeah, I don't want to look at those, look into those in too much detail. But yeah, I have to wonder, because like this game is already very big, and I don't think I've encountered any of that additional stuff. Well, this one seems like it might relate more so to the main game. Like, yeah, these are all called content packs. And then this is a major update. Oh yeah, this includes stuff like the map markers and some oh, that's weird. Some rebalances. But yeah, so the other three, like, I mean, surely it's not gonna be, they're not all gonna be as big as the main world. Maybe they're all just like single added sections, which are still like fairly significant in size, and the size of those varies as well. So it could be like particularly large sections potentially. Man, then are they just like added on to the main map, or is it like a separate bubble that you're able to go to? I don't know. But I suppose in time I will find out. Hello, friend. We stand at the King's Station. So, I believe I'm headed to this little golden badge. Golden token. Oh yeah, and I can go here now. So I can go to another dreamer. Well, I think first is Big Door. That was crazy. Oh. I feel like that upwards slash is more like the hitbox is more, or the hurt box is more forward facing. When I go behind them, yeah, I never seem to get hit. Whereas otherwise, I sometimes do. Oh yeah! I have double jump! That's crazy. Craziness. And I still don't know what that sound is. I don't know if you can even hear the sound. There's just this little, like, kind of flutter sound every once in a while. I've turned off browser notifications. I thought it might be that, but Woo. Oh. Silly. Okay. Over yonder. And then I think down here, yep. No, that's all right. Okay. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Our pure vessel has ascended. Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its creation. We shall enter that place no longer. Well, let's enter, shall we? This place is quite mysterious feeling. Oh. thinking about it, it's kind of cool the way they've designed this. So like, you know, you're guaranteed to have the double jump by the time you get here. I don't know if that's necessarily important. Probably will be. Maybe. Yeah, you were unable to go here before obtaining the double jump. Oh. Oh. A deep blue stone atop a dais. Not sure how to pronounce that. Hmm. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Or maybe it was. I wanted to check over here first. Might all be the same. Yeah, seems like it. Many different paths. Ooh. The abyss. Oh gosh. Oh. That was a shade. But different from my own. Sibling. Fragment of a lingering will. Huh. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. Well. Might not be able to interact with that then. Seems like that's a simple don't fall down there. that take 2 health? Oh, and I'm not getting soul back. Okay. These things are very easy to defeat, but they're very deadly, it seems. Oh wait, I did lose a health from touching that other creature. So maybe that's all that was. Oh. Regardless, not being able to gather any soul in this place alone makes them a fairly significant threat. Far down below us, beneath the kingdom, the air grows stiller and a sense of emptiness pervades. Can life flourish down there? If so, I will hunt it. Huh. That seemed important. Had to sneeze. Ooh. Light. Oh. I didn't go over here, but maybe this is keeping monsters away. That thing again. I was wondering... Oh, I see. I was wondering if this... Oh, that's interesting. Oh. Oh. Shade cloak. Press R2 to dash forwards, cloaked in shadow. Use the cloak to dash through enemies and their attacks without taking damage. Oh my goodness! That's amazing! Okay. Arcane egg. Yeah, I wondered if that would be another one of these. It's the final one, specifically. Mysterious stone egg from before the birth of Hollow Nest. Relic from the ancient past. This item now holds little value except for those dedicated to history. Dedicated to history, not the kingdom's history. Like the rest say, just history. It's a relic from the ancient past rather than Hollow Nest's past. Very interesting. Okay. And now... Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Cloak formed from the substance of the abyss allows the wearer to dash through enemies and their attacks without taking damage. But the invulnerability element is on cooldown, interestingly. An imprint of abyss given form. Oh. Oh! Void tendrils. Fragments of void taking the shape of sharp, thrashing tendrils. The bugs of Hollow Nest sometimes wondered whether there were other, older, stranger kingdoms deep below them. What strange fancies they had. It's probably why they were always so distracted and easy to kill. Oh goodness. So these never are going to clear up then, it seems. It's instead just a matter of gaining the ability to bypass them. Which is very cool. What's over on this side? Life, surprisingly. This doesn't seem ominous at all. doesn't seem as though there's anything there for me for now. Ow. I'm getting a little too, like, sporadic with these, with the dashes and jumps. Oh, Ghost, I see you faced the place of your birth, and now drape yourself in the substance of its shadow. Oh? Though our strength is born of similar source, that part of you, that crucial emptiness, I do not share. Funny then, that such darkness gives me hope. Within it, I see the chance of change. A difficult journey you would face, but a choice it can create. Prolong our world's stasis, or face the heart of its infection. I'd urge you to take that harder path, but what end may come, the decision rests with you. How very interesting. So then I guess this character's name is Ghost? And are they this pure vessel that has ascended? They regret the creation of? Oh yeah, there is a stag station in this place. I may have forgotten about that. Let's see, where am I wanting to head to next? I think I'd like to go here. I might take the long way though and see if I might stumble upon new things to interact with on the way. What a place for a character to be born from. Ow. There is up. I wonder, was I unable to go here before? It seems so. I needed the double jump. Whew. Okay. I played that rather risky by not grabbing this bench over here. The abyss. What an interesting place that is. Oh, that is so very nice. Okay, rude. Rude. I see why that's intended as like a very difficult area. But I've kind of got those enemies down. Oh. Ah. Okay. So maybe that's the intended way to fight them? And they were kind of just supposed to be like fairly insurmountable enemies, or like very difficult enemies to deal with. How very, very interesting. Okay. So this is a place that I've been. That's kind of satisfying. Oh. Ow. Friend. Oh. Pretty. These bugs are rather interesting. Oh. Oh, gosh. Okay. Dang it. They don't necessarily seem that difficult. It's definitely tough with there being multiple of them. Oh. They do not give you a whole lot of opportunity to heal. Okay. First try. Watcher Knight. Discarded shell of a Watcher Knight, reanimated by a swarm of infected flies. When these silent warriors fall in battle, their bodies split open and strange bugs come flying out. I wonder, what will come flying out of me when I die? Will my hopes and fears drift away into the darkness? Hollow Nest Seal. Oh. A lot of geo. Oh. Telescope. Looking down at the city below. A sleeping figure lays atop the stone plinth. Well, I was not expecting to get to... I was not expecting to make it to this streamer today. For King Beloved, to sleep, to serve, bonds must remain. 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 Oh, right. Watcher. Lurien the Watcher. I guess I'll have to add that to the stream title. Specifically the YouTube VOD. Wow. And then there was one. I suspect I may be nearing the end of this, of the main story of this game. There's been some rather significant developments. I went up here, right? Shortly? Yeah. Yeah, there was a friend up there. Well, while I'm over here, I should go check that gold pin. Watcher's Spire. Oh. Soul Sanctum. Yeah, I mean, clearly I thought this was rather significant. An ornate door made from glistening metal. There's a slot for some kind of key. Right. A key that I still do not have. Friend? Oh, it's not a friend, it's... Ow. It's these explodey things. Yeah. Okay. I thought it was another of those caterpillars that I'm trying to free. Speaking of, I should go back to that main area sometime. Their home. It's been quite a while since I've been over there. I wanna go over to the Queen Station. I feel it would be good to drop off some more oh, big door. Wait, does that not work? Oh. You can't bounce on those. Interesting. Right, so then how does one get out? I suppose up. Probably. I'd kind of like to drop off some of my geo. I feel that would be wise. Oh, man. We could just go straight there from here. Again, though, I'm curious to see if I might stumble upon anything new to interact with. It's over in this dead end. It was some kind of item, it seems. Infected crossroads. Yeah, this place is not looking so good. Aspid hunter. Bests its prey by spitting corrosive liquid, often hunts in packs. Cunning predators, it will try to pick you off from a distance. Don't give them any space, just charge in and cut them down. You'll find they're not so cunning once they are dead. Well, that does make sense. Am I supposed to be able to go through there? It looks like it. How strange. Oh yeah. There's these things. Furious Vengefly. Vengefly whose body has been distorted by continued infection. Highly aggressive. The infection that passes from creature to creature grants strength and courage, but it also seems to enslave the will. Would you make such a bargain? Well, not likely, I would say. Ow. I keep forgetting they explode. It's like kind of an important detail. Oh! I keep forgetting they explode. That hot spring would sure be nice. Yeah. Very lovely. I didn't realize it also heals you, but that makes sense. If it replenishes your soul, then, you know, using that replenished soul to heal would just be an extra step. Ow. Ooh. There's an area I see. Oh. That I have not been. Oh. It seems to be rather significant. Because all these paths are being blocked off. I'm so bad at remembering about that. How very silly. I tried to dash downwards. I think I just went in a circle. Oh my goodness, I am not remotely playing well. I'm just gonna go back over to the hot spring. Lovely. I suppose I'm kind of treating this as like a lower level area, but that's not quite the case anymore with how it's changed. deserves a little bit more respect than that. Aspid hatchling. Recently birthed, these young aspid instinctively swarm around intruders. These hatchlings are born with an instinct to kill. They are still only infants, though, and you can crush them between your fangs without thinking. Just don't let them overwhelm you with numbers. I forgot about those ones. They've got little shields. Let's see. Is this path gonna be open? It seems like it. And this makes sense why I was up. That makes a lot of sense why I was unable to go there previously. Oh. Glowing wound. Acquire half of Hollowness charms. Oh. Oh yeah, Aspid Mother. Carries the eggs of its young inside its belly. can hatch and birth its young as needed to deal with intruders. Shamelessly uses its own young as a weapon against its foes. Appalling, yes, but I do admire its resourcefulness. Good hunters do not always make good parents. And I suppose this is a particularly large one. Glowing womb. Drains the soul of its bearer and uses it to birth hatchlings. The hatchlings have no desire to eat or live and will sacrifice themselves to protect their parent. So that sounds somewhat similar to this one, but a bit different. Interesting. So have these paths opened back up now? It doesn't seem like it. Oh, maybe I'll try fighting this again. After all, the ability to properly dodge is very significant. It has a very large body, though. Judging from the first dodge, it does seem possible. Oh, right, and there's just no healing here. Yeah, this does seem like quite the brutal fight. Okay, I made progress. That was seemingly the furthest I've ever gotten. Even though I technically can dodge through it, it is still quite unforgiving. I wonder... what if I didn't try to dodge through it? Okay, well, bad start. That might, even if it were to work, it might be too complicated to reliably do. I was dodging the initial attack. Then I was still getting hit by the shockwave. Yeah. Jumping might be a good idea, though. I think the invulnerability only lasts for as long as... the invulnerability only seems to last for as long as you're dodging. So while jumping and dodging downwards is an interesting idea, it seems to reduce the invulnerability time by a fairly significant amount. I think I'll stop there. It's an interesting idea. Well, yeah, I mean the dodging definitely seems to help. The invulnerability, that is. still a very difficult fight. Well, too far. Ow. I don't know if I'm ever going to remember that they explode. Slobbering husk. The body of a bug, completely consumed by infection, spits corrosive liquid. The infection that swept through Hollow Nest so long ago. They say that the harder you struggled against it, the more it consumed you. Falling in there would have been bad before, but no longer. Which is precisely the reason that I'm here. Ah. I'm not intending to go there yet, but okay, yeah, it's right here. As I said, am I killing those little mushrooms? Because I feel bad about it. There is not. I shall leave them be then. Oh yeah, this. I can go over here now. Wow. And it's a wondrous journal. Fair enough, I suppose. I can just swing along under here, nice and peacefully. Now, that's unexpected. I don't have a map for this area. What? That's... kind of crazy. Oh, that's right. Ow. I do remember how these work. I just keep thinking it's going to work out better than it does for some reason. Okay, he's still... Cornifer is still here though, so that's nice. I just wasn't able to go through there before. Oh, wow. They can swing back around. I dodged that fair and square. Goodness gracious. I suppose they're a bit different when it's a wide open area. Hello. Haha. As odd as much of hollowness can be, there's a whole new level of strangeness about these caves. Did you see that dark gate below? It's quite unsettling to be near. I did my best to avoid it. Fortunate for me, I found another route in, though I did end up a little stinged after wading through some acid. Yes. Oh. There's a large building just below here, out in the middle of a lake, and a marvel to observe. I tried to head in, but it's become a nest for those slimy, see-through creatures. Ugh, they're just so gross, and they give a nasty shock to touch. How very interesting. Hang on, so... where did that come from? It's that, okay. Interesting. Goodness. Oh. Oh, okay, wow. I think this might be the entrance that he was talking about. Ow. Now where did they put my shade? Thank you. Actually, I don't know. I probably don't want to do that. I was gonna dodge downwards through those, which I think would have worked. But I think I would have just been stuck. Dang it. really? So it's so very difficult to deal with. Ow. Oh. Doesn't this kingdom just abound with surprises? A building atop an acid lake. Despite the sight, I can't help but feel familiarity. Something stirs in my mind, though I can't yet tell what. I thought it my lust for discovery that led me here, but now there seems something else. This building beckons me. I can feel it calling. Dare I head in? I hear friend. Teacher's archives. Ow. If I could actually gain some health, that would be rather lovely. That might just be impossible. I can't seem to stop myself from being reckless. Oh. Now what have we here? Is this... Could this be the Queen's Gardens? Yeah. Spiny husk. Overgrown with vegetation, it attacks by firing sharp spines from its body. And yep. It hurts to touch that. Oh gosh. Oh, that is very worrisome. I need to deliver the other one of these flowers to this area, and I still don't even know where in this area, but I'm not allowed to get hit a single time. Going from all the way over here all the way over to here. And the stag stations are not allowed. I think I am probably allowed to use these. But I don't know how useful this will even be. Ah, tiny warrior. Then you too come to test yourself against that traitorous tribe. A deadly bunch that are roost within these glades. I'd once stayed well clear of them, but your actions have shown me the truth of it. We must face down our fears or be defeated by them. If we both make it through, we can swap stories of our adventures. I'd look forward to that. Stay alive, my friend. Whatever you seek in here, I'm sure that tribe won't look lightly on our intrusion. Oh. Mantis Petra lurks amongst foliage and attacks by flinging wind scythes from a distance. What an interesting little area. Oh. Ow. Was just those three. Cornifer? Have you heard of Hollow Nest's queen? Apparently these gardens were once her retreat. Now some vicious types are crawling all over the place, and the plants have grown wild. As inhospitable as it is, I've enjoyed my travels here. Care to see my efforts? Yes. Acquire a map of each area. Oh. So this is the full thing. This is all of it. There's a stag station at the heart of these gardens. I would have taken my rest there if someone hadn't gone and locked the door. Oh. This is a very lovely area. That door Probably. Maybe. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's another way in there. Ow. Ow! I very much hope I don't have to deal with any of those. Well, how are you meant to go through here? Maybe... Maybe through this area? In the fungal wastes? Because that apparently connects. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not looking for answers on how to do things, but I appreciate the comment. Ooh. Have I been here? This doesn't seem familiar. Now, what is the point of that? That seems a bit silly. This place is very, very pretty. I don't know if I should be killing these flying moss creatures. They haven't seemed to be actually attacking me. Mossfly. Well, I do need to defeat more for the full journal entry. Fleeing if predators draw near. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're particularly hostile. Overgrown mound. Squid. Charges at prey with its needle-like proboscis. When they lunge at you, don't panic. Stand your ground and strike back as they come close. Oh. That's interesting. What is this? Howling Wraiths. Tap circle while holding up to unleash the Wraiths. Spells will deplete soul, replenish soul by striking enemies. Oh. Interesting. Blast foes with screaming soul. The wraiths require soul to be conjured. Strike enemies to gather soul. Interesting. I suppose that could be useful. Let's see, so it says defeat 9. Yeah, so it is these. And they do hurt to touch. Also, it does look like they slowly move towards me. I'm hearing the, yeah, I'm hearing the wall grab sound. Yeah! Okay, it was just over here. Twas nay anything special. Are you telling me I hadn't been over there? That seems unlikely. definitely do not want to go through that way when delivering the flower. Well, I think I'm gonna call it there. I already reached one dreamer today. So I think I'd rather save this one for the next time. And yeah, I'll have to check this out as well. What's that? Oh, that was probably another of those like shadow gates. And I can go through those now. I wonder what this is. Maybe another one. Yeah, there's still quite a bit, it feels like. Oh, and down here as well. Yeah. Was there one here? See, there's still so many little sections. Very intriguing. Some of these places, like here, I think I just haven't been to in a while. Oh, I wonder if those little blue shields, if losing those counts as taking damage. Because that would be interesting. That would be interesting if it didn't count as taking damage for delivering the flower. Oh wait, not yet, because I like to leave that music playing. this time I'm actually gonna change the category, because I never do that, and I think that I probably should. Yapping. Yeah, what should I even talk about? Oh yeah, I recently I guess 4 days ago, I went through and changed a bunch of my usernames to Rosifia. I'm I'm trying to commit to that a little bit more. Well, not just a little bit. I am committing to that at this point. I changed my Minecraft username, which is kind of a big deal for me. I used my previous username for over a decade. Probably like 13 to 15 years. I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, I mean almost the entire time I've been playing Minecraft. Not quite, because I didn't start with Java Edition. I started, I think, with Xbox Legacy Edition. Well, at the time, just the Xbox Edition. Played a little bit of Pocket Edition. Not sure how that fits into things. Probably just, went away from home. Before too long, I got Java Edition. And then, one of my brothers helped me create the username Red Yoshi Craft, and then it's basically been that ever since. There was like maybe a month where I temporarily changed it to like Red Soul Craft. For a long while I've been wanting to change it in some way, make it a little bit more my own. Not that it wasn't my own, but like I wanted to have more part in the creation of it, but I just could never think of anything that I liked better until now. I think I finally landed on something that I really like, and even then it's been kind of difficult convincing myself to fully commit to that. But I have, and I think I feel good about it. I think I do. I think it looks pretty. I think it sounds pretty. And it's it's the two names I wanted to do something with, Rose and Fia, just mashed together. Quite simple, really. But yeah, I quite like it. Unfortunately, it's not quite as unique as Red Yoshi Craft. That was never taken anywhere. Probably never was going to be, probably never will be. um, which I suppose makes it a good backup. The one inconvenience of it was that it was like just a little bit too long. You know, whenever something is like somewhat strict about the length of a username, it's pretty much always 12 letters. And then Red Yoshi Craft, if I recall, is 13. So it's just one letter short, and it's like, what do you do? So that's definitely a nice thing about Rosifia. It's just a little bit, or no, it's a decent amount shorter, and it's even like it's about medium, but I feel like it's kind of at the tail end of like a shorter name, a shorter username in particular. Like it doesn't feel very long at all. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's not quite as unique. It's taken in a couple places so far that I've seen. But by and large, it's been available pretty much everywhere. So that is lovely. That of course started with this Twitch account because that in particular, I was wanting to try to, I mean, I'm at the start of potentially building some kind of brand, and you know, this was kind of my biggest issue with Red Yoshi Craft, is it just didn't fit the feeling that I wanted. And so yeah, I was trying to find something to change that to, but then Twitch is like it's pretty strict about its username. A lot of places will let you have your unique handle, and then you can change the display name to whatever you want. So, you know, if I could have done that, then, you know, I might not have ever even thought of Rosifia. It might have just been Red Yoshi Craft forever, and I would just have the display name be Fia, probably. But Twitch, it only lets you have the handle. The only customization you can do for the display is the capitalization of the letters, and the handle itself has to be entirely unique. So yeah, that makes it quite a bit more difficult for like getting something you're really happy with, I think. So it took a little bit, but I did find something. and I'm pleased with that. Oh yeah, and I changed that. You know, I haven't quite changed it everywhere, but I changed that particularly for my Minecraft account, and then a few other places. On the 4th of this month, which is June, the 6th month, and I did that very intentionally because that date is 6-4, 64. That's my favorite number. It also just so happens to be 2026, which you add the twos together, that's 46, which is just 64 swapped. So that's fun. Let's see, as for Minecraft, I think my next update for my 3D packs is pretty much just ready. I don't know that there's anything else that I really need to do. One rather obnoxious thing I want to do is update the credits of like all of the files, because they all say, you know, model and or texture by Red Yoshi Craft. And the newer ones that I've made more recently, I've done Rosifia, and then I've updated a few of them as they've kind of been related to some newer ones. But yeah, I'd like to replace all of those with Rosifia now. But that may take some time. But yeah, I think I've done everything I'm wanting to. For this next update. I'd say it's a pretty good update. I definitely need to get it out sooner rather than later because of that one broken model with the handheld vines. It's a little bit embarrassing, really. It's now the most downloaded version of the pack on Modrinth. And yeah, it has a broken model in it. Oof. I did just remember one more thing I still need to do though, which is the Totem of Undying Pride Heart renames. I have all the textures made, so yeah, I just need to get those set up with all the model files and everything. A little bit tedious work, that all is, but not too bad. But yeah, so I'll try to have that out soon. And then I don't know when the next update after that is going to be. This one already has been bit of a longer wait. I mean, you know, the first major update after the release was like a whole year, because I probably should have just released some updates, but then I kind of just ended up adding more and more and doing like a bit of a restructure to things, which I've done multiple things like that since. But yeah, then it ended up being this big like version 2 release. Which, as far as that's concerned, I've now just switched to doing it the way Mojang is doing it with the updates, kind of. But yeah, so not as long of a wait as that. But I was releasing them fairly frequently, like sometimes once a month, sometimes maybe a couple month wait. But this is like, I released the last update at the end of January, and we're now at the start of June, so not quite half a year, but about 5 months. But yeah, I'm at a bit of an interesting place with that pack where I've pretty much done everything I originally wanted to for the models, and then some. And at this point, I do want to make it a fully 3D pack. I want to make models for every single item, but then everything is kind of in like, everything left is kind of in like big categories. I mean, there's a lot of like miscellaneous items, but then that in of itself is kind of a category, is just like all the ingredient items. Because I feel like it would be a little bit weird to do some sets of ingredient items and not others. It's already a little bit weird that I've got things like feather and paper. And then the other big category is food. And I think that's probably what I want to do next, is the food items. Probably going to be a fairly large task, but might go by quickly once I get started on it. We'll see. That is kind of how it tends to go, is like, once I start working on it, it's easy to just, keep going, and you get into that sort of flow. So, we'll see. I don't think I'm forgetting any other categories. Actually, I am. There is one other big thing, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to go about this, but all of the spawn eggs. Yeah, those are items, and I want to give everything 3D models, and those are included. So Yeah, it might not be too difficult. It'll probably basically just be 3 different sized egg models, with textures matching the base items, of course, and then maybe just flat planes for the extra details. That would be the simplest method, especially if I could get by with just one flat plane. Then it would just be like 1 or 2 models per egg size, and that would be ideal for simplicity. But I might want to give like things like the rabbit ear more of a full model. I also, I might give it like a rabbit tail, and same for the cats and dogs and things like that. But yeah, I'll cross that road when I get there. Might be the last thing I do. Maybe I'll randomly get inspiration for it, and it might be the next thing that I do. I don't know. Oh, I'm so very happy to have my internet finally working as it's meant to. Because that has been a struggle. The door and Lurien the Watcher. Changing the YouTube title. Yeah, things seem to be ramping up in Hollow Knight. Feels like I'm running out of the smaller things to do. I do wonder how close I am to the end. it's been a very fun game so far. A very, very fun game. I'm not sure what I'm gonna play next after I beat it. I think similar to what I did with Celeste. I'm not gonna jump into the additional content right away. I'll come back to that another time. The goal for now is mainly just the base game. But yeah, so next I could go back to Celeste. I do think I should play some Spelunky 2 on stream though. I haven't done that yet, and that is one of my favorite games. So I should play it. Oh, I'm excited for going back to Minecraft. I'm excited for the next drop. Snapshots for the next drop to begin. Oh, actually, that does remind me. Chaos Cubed, that releases on the 16th. So that is kind of like a deadline for when I release my pack, because that drop does add a few new items. So, you know, I want my pack update to be available for those new items. You know, it's nothing too crazy, but like the sulfur spike would be inconsistent with dripstone spike. The music disc, the new music disc bounce would be inconsistent with the others. And probably the most significant is the bucket of sulfur cube would not be 3D, would be inconsistent with the other 3D buckets. I gotta figure out what these sounds are. I think it probably is related to Twitch. Okay, I guess sounds was on for these Twitch settings. I turned it off on my other browser, but not my stream browser. Maybe that's all it was. Maybe it'll suddenly be fixed now. That would be lovely. But yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that, you know, we're not even really getting to appreciate the release of Chaos Cubed fully, because we're just, you know, we're just eager for the next drop now. And I had talked about how I was excited that that wasn't going to happen this time because there's no live. But then there was a surprise Minecraft Live, and so it is what it is. I'm very excited for the autumn forest biome, though. So, you know, I'm certainly not upset to know about it earlier. I'm also very curious to see what they might reveal for the winter drop. Or the Minecraft Live that talks about the winter drop anyways. That I think that there's some potential for that to be kind of a big deal. Maybe. We'll see. It's only a matter of time before we get news on a major drop release. And I think we're not too far off. But anyways, that is going to be all for today. I know I didn't stream the past 2 days I was supposed to. I will take partial blame for that. Or, I mean, most of the blame for that. It was ultimately just my decision not to. I just wasn't really feeling like it. But, I will say I have a slight excuse because my internet was acting up. I don't need Ethernet to stream. I can stream with Wi-Fi, but it kind of like gave me some extra justification, I guess, to not stream those days. Or just, yeah, those past few days, because I was kind of particularly struggling with it and like trying to figure something out with it, which seemingly I was successful. So, you know, I would call that a win. But yeah, it's Monday, I believe. So I should be back on Thursday for another stream. Probably gonna play some more Minecraft Evergrowth. Who knows? I might even finish the main story. I don't think I'll necessarily finish everything there, but I've tried to, you know, be full completionist with that. But yeah, anyways, that will be all for today. I shall see you later. Farewell.